everyone, my name is SeaTactics for the win of the wise known as Ben, and welcome back to the 5th day of the 12 days of anime. Before we get into this Fate Zero, why you should be watching Fate Zero, make sure to follow the @12 days of anime Twitter so that every day you will get a notification of a new 12 days of anime video going up, because 12 days of anime is freaking awesome and it's a great thing for the community, and you should follow everyone behind the scenes involved and the people that are making videos for it. And I want to say thank you to those people who are making the videos, who are supporting, doing things behind the scenes, and the people who are watching these videos like this one and all the other ones that are being made this year. So, with that being said, why should you watch Fate Zero? Fate Zero is the prequel to Fate Stay Night, the very popular visual novel series developed by Type Moon in the early 2000s, 2004 to be exact. And it is a prequel to Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, Fate Stay Night, and Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel. It is unique in the sense that it's a prequel to even the anime that came out in 2006, years before it, developed by a completely different studio than Ufotable. And since it's a prequel, it's the place to start with when you want to watch the Fate series. A lot of people, they're like, well, how do I start with the Fate series? There's Unlimited Blade Works, there's Stay Night, there's Zero, there's Extella, there's Apocrypha, the Lolly one, there's Prototype, there's the visual novel, there's the video game, there's the novel, there's the manga. Where do I start, SeaTactics? Where do I start Fate? Well, you start at Fate Zero. Like, there's no other starting place. It's Fate Zero. Like, even if you want to get into the VNs, you watch Fate Zero. And that's because this series has franchise-wide ramifications. Things in Fate Zero are talked about in Fate Apocrypha, are talked about a lot in Heaven's Feel, UBW, the original Fate Stay Night, especially the original Fate Stay Night, and of course the visual novels, and all those manga, and all those novels, and all of those Tupperware with Saber on them. It's important. It's important to the whole thing, to the whole shebang. It is where it starts. So, we're getting pretty quick into this. You should watch this series because it explains a lot of the backstory about how most things come to be. I'll give an example, a great example, especially if you've seen the 2006 Fate Stay Night. You know Reen has a dagger. That dagger is used in Fate Zero. You learn how she gets that dagger. You learn who gave it to her. You also learn what that dagger is before it's even used. And that is a great thing. There's just so many things. There are things that explain other anime franchises stuff. Like, for example, the Dead Apostles are in Fate Zero, and it explains how the Dead Apostles come to be. And if you don't know, the Dead Apostles are in Garden of Sinners and are in Lunar Legend Tsukihime. If you don't know about that, Lunar Legend Tsukihime and Garden of Sinners are a part of the Fate universe. They're also from the people who made Type Moon. It's by the same writer. So by watching Fate Zero, if you want to not even care about the rest of it, you can use the knowledge you've learned from Fate Zero and go watch Garden of Sinners and be even more informed than you were before. That is how connected the Fate universe is. Fate is a lot like the Marvel universe, but for anime. I mean, it really is, because it is so massive. You have so many different anime. Fate Zero explains for a lot of them, pretty much every one of them actually. There is something in Fate Zero that gives the backstory to what is happening in any of these anime. There are characters that appear in Fate Zero that don't appear in the rest of the mainline series, but appear in, for example, Fate Apocrypha. If you want to start somewhere, you have to start with Fate Zero. There's no other way around it. Of course, you can start with the original Fate Stay Night anime. That's not a bad option, but in terms of, what anime you're going to have the best experience with starting out, it's Fate Zero. Another reason you should watch is because of the beautiful animation and intense action. Ufotable is known for their visual effects, and while their animation isn't as good as their visual effects, it's still pretty damn good. And the action, for example, in Heaven's Feel is just incredible. I mean, not even Heaven's Feel. Limited Blade Works, I think, to this day has some of the best action in the whole Fate series, as well as Fate Zero. Fate Zero has incredible, some of the most intense action. Also has some of the best CGI ever in anime. Of course, I still think Land of the Lustrous is the best use of CGI, but I think Fate Zero is the second best, and it came out in 2011. Ufotable are the masters of their craft, and they know it, and they don't care to show people that they know it. This anime looks amazing. It really does. And the action alone alone, I could start this video, do what I did in the beginning, and then say just one reason why you should watch it, because of the action. I don't even have to mention the animation. I don't have to mention, the fact that it's one of the best prequels ever made, or, the fact that it's important to every other Fate series. If you just want a good action anime, if you just want a good fighting action anime, Fate Zero is top 5 ever, easily. And finally, I mentioned it just recently in this video, you should watch this because it's the best prequel ever made. This is subjective. There are a lot of prequels out there, but I tried to rack my brain of what I think is the best prequel in anime, and I think it's Fate Zero. I don't think there has been a series like Fate Zero that has ever come out that has set up a whole franchise of anime, films, mobile games, mangas, Tupperware with Saber on them, visual novels. I don't think there has ever been an anime. I don't think there's been a live action Western series that has done the things Fate Zero has done. This, to me, just for the simple fact that what it does to set up its universe is the best prequel ever. And I'm not saying that lightly. I think it's the best prequel ever. And I've seen this anime a couple times now. It's the best prequel ever. So with that being said, that was pretty intense near the end. I want to thank everyone watching 12 Days of Anime this year, people who are putting on 12 Days of Anime behind the scenes, people who are a part of 12 Days of Anime that are just making videos for it like myself, and the people who are watching. So go follow at 12 Days of Anime on Twitter, support some content creators out there, make their day, drop a good comment, tell them I sent ya, I guess. So with that being said, thanks everybody for watching my video, and come back tomorrow with another one. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.